Hello YouTube, let's play another game. And we're playing with the white pieces, so we're gonna go for Jobava London, and it looks like we're getting one. And he's already thinking. It's not the main line, but usually they play knight of 6 anyway. And here we can show the main idea of the Jobava London is to put the knight on b5 and attack here. Now this is one of the main defenses, not the best actually. Best is to go here with the bishop, making use of this check. But that's almost never played, and it's still quite a fun line to play for white. In this, even though this attack is stopped, he has a knight that's pretty much out of the game. And a lot of the time they kick my knight back and try to bring the knight back in the game like that. It looks like he's trying to do something like that as well. But still, that knight doesn't have a lot of prospects. This square is blocked by the pawn. He could go there, but that's pretty well covered, so usually not an idea. And going all the way back, that's just undeveloping. That's definitely a win for me. I've almost never seen this, so not really prepared in this. But I guess just continue with our usual stuff. And I guess that's including 95 as well. Don't want to trade bishops here. The plan is to bring the queen over at some point. Maybe now, but maybe after bishop here. Can never remember the move order bit with these things, but I think this is at least always the usual, a useful move, sorry. Okay, so he's trying some stuff there, but I think this is already a weakening move. Could have maybe considered g4 immediately, actually. Just making use of this hook. Yeah, and here maybe I just want to get rid of the knight. Just because I have a lot of firepower against this king, and that looks pretty good. But let's see, if I take here, it still looks good. I think this is better. Just look at these bishops. And I'm not in a rush. Now I can play something like this, threatening to take here. Which is actually already quite a good idea, I think. But let's do that. Because it's tough for him to stop. He could put a knight there, but then this. And this, I guess, after takes, he has knight takes. And maybe this. I think this should be the move anyway. Might try something like this. No, he's not. And then here I'm still threatening this. So I guess let's go for that. Still haven't castled yet, but I feel like it's alright. Yeah, I felt like he would try and go for a queen trade. Can I still take here? Takes. No, I don't think I can. Things like this do anything. I guess if he trades queens there, he has rook here, but then this is annoying. So this is actually an alright move, I think. He could trade queens. And else, I don't know, he has to move his rook. And that's quite odd, although maybe it works. And I guess he can also just move his queen back, but then he loses an exchange, so that's probably not what he wants. And like I said, if he takes, which he does, it's Gonna have to play this, I think, to save his rook. And then this, I feel like, is annoying, because I can open up his king, and maybe that's actually alright for him. I don't know. Is there any point in doing this? Probably not. So this, rook here. Takes, takes. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. Because it's an endgame, so even though the king is opened up, I don't know if that's best. I do have the bishop pair, so maybe that's what I still want to play for. So let's see. Do you have anything concrete in this position? Don't think so. So let's go here actually, see what he wants to do. Okay, goes there. Now his rook. Okay, it's not really trapped. But I still think this is kind of an improvement. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just shuffling pieces for no good reason. Yeah, I can go for a draw here, but I don't think I want to go for that. Let's play this anyway, because all this didn't make much sense. So he kind of has to go back. And now if he goes back and I go here, the rook is actually trapped, by the way. So all in all, I did win an exchange. I don't think there's a way out for him. So this move, yeah, basically prevents rook d7 after this. So let's say rook here, bishop here. He can't play rook d7 to save his rook, and then the bishops are covering all the squares there. Rook has nowhere to go. So I think I'm winning an exchange here. And then the endgame should definitely be favorable for me. Yeah, he chooses to lose the exchange like that. I don't think I should waste time here. And I guess his idea is that at least he has a tempo. Yeah, I'm gonna take. And then the question is, where do I want to move my bishop? He's gonna get the full center. I'm actually gonna move it here, because after this, that's quite an alright diagonal for the bishop, I feel like. Yeah, that's an idea. Doesn't really do all that much, I think. Let's just castle. And I'm up an exchange, so I should try to see if I can trade pieces or something. Is this an idea? Look, if he takes with the knight, takes, pawn takes, but this is defended. Maybe try to double up. Never afraid of this. Maybe I should have been afraid of this, by the way. So he's trying to trap. Oh, that's actually... Can't I save my pieces now? So here my bishop is trapped. I guess I have this. Play this, then that's a fork. But if I play this, then this is a fork as well. But I guess I'm just losing the exchange back there. It's the best I can do. That was a nice find by him. Yeah, so he does find that. But at least I have this now. And it's still equal material. And my king gets a little bit more active, which in the endgame is alright. Yeah, and taking my bishop is not worth it for him. He's already down material, so he should really take my rook here. Then the game continues. If he takes here, I can take here, so that's just a trade. This is always a threat, so if he doesn't, he should deal with this. My bishop might still get that nice diagonal. He definitely has more central control. So I guess this is pretty equal. My king is a bit more active, not much. And I guess my pieces as well. Like his rook and my rook are the same. My bishop is already on a nice diagonal, and his bishop takes a while to get in the game. And he's taking a long think here, which on the clock at least is good, but I should watch out because whatever he plays, he's probably calculated it quite far. This is an idea, this is an idea, just defending the pawn, pushing it, pushing here. A lot of candidate moves which you can look at. So it's quite difficult for me to calculate everything before he plays something because I don't know what he's gonna choose. Maybe there's even some lines where he just sacks his pawn and, well, like this one I mentioned, for example. Yeah, it's a good thing that he's taking a lot of time, at least for the clock, like I said. Okay, that's interesting. I guess he's saying that if I take, then he's gonna push and then win this pawn back. So I can't win 2 pawns here, but I could take here. Then if he takes here, that opens up his rook. So I could consider this now. Then again, his rook gets active. So maybe I want this just to not allow his rook to become active. But let's calculate this, this. Do I have anything? I guess I have this. After he takes here, I'm not really threatening to take the pawn because I have to defend my bishop. So I think I should just take here, and he's probably gonna do this. Although then maybe I can hang on to the pawn actually. And if he takes here now, I can take this pawn. Yeah, so this does hang on to the pawn for now at least. But probably at some point his bishop is gonna get to that diagonal. Let's see. And it's not the worst if I lose that pawn. I'm up a pawn after all, so. Okay, that's a move, I guess. Can I do this? Where's his knight going? I don't know, but after this and this, the square is defended twice, which is a shame. I'm gonna try anyway. I have to speed up, so Knight can't go to these squares. They're all covered. If it goes back, this comes with tempo, which I feel like should be good. If he goes there, I could take, I could push, I could maybe play knight b6 to attack the rook and also threaten stuff over there, maybe. This pawn is at the very least annoying for him. But that's interesting, actually. This is not worth it. If takes, takes. He's also winning that pawn. I could push. Then there's nothing there, I think. So probably have to go for this. And then I think just activate my king. He's gonna win that pawn. That's nothing I can do, I think. So let's go for that. And it's an opposite colored bishop ending, so probably drawish. My pawns might be a little weaker, although I do have this. That kind of improves my pawn structure. Like if he pushes, that's improving it. And if he takes, I can take back either way, but at least I've lost my double pawn. That's an idea as well. They also have this, although then he does get a passed pawn. But maybe now just this. He could still try to get a passed pawn here. Let's see if I take. I could do this. Well, I have to speed up anyway, so let's try something. So now if takes, takes. And maybe have this, although bishop here. That, okay. Yeah, I have to play quickly now, so no time to calculate anymore. This drops a pawn. Looks a bit dangerous for my king, but I think it's alright. I'm threatening to take here. I think at least. He can take with the rook. Probably this is fine. It's a dark square, so his bishop can never join the attack here. So let's see. So it's checks like that. Probably should play this now. I think it's still alright. He can't take because of this. Start going for some pawns or something. Like this is looks a bit loose, but I think it's alright. Ah, he has that. That's just a rook trade, so still. Maybe he missed that. Yeah, no, this comes with check. I don't know what he's doing. That's really weird. Yeah, no, he resigns. Okay. That was a really weird move. Maybe because of the time pressure. Let's review the game. Definitely could have converted it better. I was up an exchange at some point after all. but it's 85 accuracy, so not the worst. Anyway, yeah, so this is all theory. Yeah, knight back there is just bad. Didn't really know how to continue. A3 already is a good move. Yeah, that's tough to play, but a lot of positions you want to stop bishop b4. Bishop d3 first. Basically saying, okay, if you take, I have a nice grab for my knight. That's also a plan, which happens often in the Jobava. Yeah, and here just immediately h4. I was thinking g5 as well. Sorry, g4, to go for g5. And the engine actually agrees. Those are the two best moves. So like I said in the game, this was a little bit too slow. And here taking with the pawn was the right idea. Again, this was too slow. Rook g1, engine says. Or just castles long. Yeah, I went for the attack too quickly, I think, here. This was actually the right plan. And then here, I was wondering if this was any good. Yeah, engine agrees. This is just equal position. I did open up his king, but I don't have any pieces left. Like, he doesn't either, but it's just an endgame, and then the open king might actually be an advantage for him. So that's not what I wanted to do. So I moved my bishop back. And then this was a blunder because I didn't see it immediately, but I could just forcefully win his rook. So that's what I did. And then here I just missed this idea. This was already a blunder because here, no matter what I do, I'm gonna lose a piece. Or an exchange at the very least. And engine actually says this. b4 and then taking here. And engine says e takes here is best. And then I can even take with the rook because I'm attacking here. So if he takes here, I take here. And yeah, this would have been better for me. But I saw here, I just lose an exchange instead of a piece. So at least material is equal. And here, I saw this, but I didn't really like it because he just opens up his rook. And engine agrees this is a bit better for black. And that's why a3 is a move. But still, I felt like this rook might come in the future. It is protected right now. But looks dangerous. So I decided to go for this. And then defend the pawn. And that's actually the right idea. This is a missed win. Let's see what I had here. Knight b6. I considered this. I thought after this, I'm losing the pawn anyway. But maybe I can hold on for a while. Let's see. Yeah, bishop d4, and you could give away another pawn for that, but then I'm just up a pawn for good. And else, he can't really get rid of this extra pawn because his bishop is on another color, so that would have been the best idea probably. And here I missed this. Otherwise, this would indeed have been good for me. And just says it's +1 if this wasn't a move, so still. Considering I didn't see that, this was still on the right idea. And engine says knight b8 is best, which I thought wouldn't be. Like if I push knight back, yeah, I guess I can't play here now because the knight is defending that square. So yeah, that's what I missed. Here, even after losing the pawn, I felt like it's just an equal endgame. Maybe I have something to play for. Yeah, this is all zeros, equal, equal, equal. And then here, yeah, he had e5. That's what I missed. I need to move the rook back and then he gets a passed pawn. Yeah, we were both in time trouble. And then here I just dropped the pawn and maybe he thought he could win my rook, but I take his rook. So it's just a trade. This might still be drawing, although the engine says +1. But it's opposite colored bishop, so could still be a draw. Yeah, then here he decided to give up his rook as well. I don't really know what his plan was here, but yeah. And he resigned. So maybe it was a mouse slip, maybe time trouble, I don't know. I think a draw would have been deserved this game. Like, we played equally well, I think. But nevertheless, I'm happy with the win. So let's play another game. Playing with the white pieces. And let's see what we can do. Gonna play the Jobava London. Some of the main moves here. And yeah, let's actually continue with these lines. Because I like this a lot. Going for a quick g4, and black messes up in these positions a lot, so yeah, already g4 is a move here. It's not winning or anything, but it's usually something that black messes up. Already here, I think I can just take. And play this, because if he takes my bishop, I have this in between move with check, which he might have missed. And I'm actually up a pawn, and he can't castle, and I can still castle queenside. Okay, that does attack that pawn. Maybe this looks alright. That tanks that, so maybe this. Yeah, I guess. Just defending. This is never a thing. I have 3 pieces defending that. He's attacking that, castling actually defends. And I might be ready to open up his king. Bring in the rooks. Don't know yet in which order. Okay, I feel like this must be a good move. It's a bit scary with this rook here, but I think it's alright. Should also watch for this diagonal, so at some point I might be able to play queen b1. So if he goes here, I can take, knight takes, maybe pin his knight or something. Which looks alright, and then this pawn becomes weak. Okay, that's interesting. I think I'm definitely going for this. This threatens to win his queen now. He can't take this as an option anymore. Probably didn't want to anyway, because that opens up his king, but yeah, pushing is also not the best, I feel like. Can I just take here? My queen is not hanging because this knight is pinned. So if I take, knight takes, doesn't really work. Take, queen takes. Problem is I don't have this. I would have liked to. Can also consider this just to apply some more pressure to that knight, which he can defend like this. Then I guess I have this. So let's go for this actually. This is not a thing because I can just take. Remember, the knight is still pinned. So if I calculate it correctly, I think this wins material. Maybe just a pawn. But his king is still open, so it's should still be very good for me. I believe this is the only way to defend this knight. Then I can take here. Attacking his queen, but also attacking that knight one more time. did win a pawn at least. I think I can get 2 pieces for the rook next. Or his queen, but I'm guessing he's gonna save his queen. Yeah, so I think this should be alright. I'd have 2 pieces for the rook and 2 extra pawns, which should be a good endgame for me. Could also consider this, by the way. Maybe that's even better. Yeah. Just winning a clean piece. Knight is still pinned, so he can't go anywhere. Yeah, there is that. Can still go for this. But maybe even just dropping my rook back is still fine. Also, I can take here, because if he takes my rook, I take his queen. So let's just take. Must be best. Yeah, a clean piece up now. Guessing this should be alright. This is never a thing, I can just take, defending the rook as well. This is a threat, which honestly I don't know how he stops. Like, he could maybe go for this. Then this is double check. He could take the rook there. Then my queen comes in. Yeah, it's probably game over. It does defend against this, I guess. But I could just trade rooks. And I don't know, play something like this. That hangs my rook though. Could also let him trade rooks, which is probably good for me. Maybe something crazy like this even works. Let's go for that. I like crazy. Because if he trades rooks, his king gets open, and then I win the knight. So yeah, that wins another piece. And he could have saved his knight, but then, yeah, what are you doing? And now I'm just up so much material. There must be a checkmate here. Could also go for the queen trade. Play a completely winning endgame. I guess I should try and find a checkmate. I don't know. There's one, he can escape there. Check. And then he can get to that square, and then maybe I can go back. Well, let's start with this. Just not allowing him to go there. And at this point, yeah, you can calculate a clean checkmate. You can just go for the winning endgame. Doesn't really matter. As long as I don't blunder anything, everything should be fine. So let's go for this now. You can go there or back there, I guess. I can still go for this endgame. Which I'm going to, because I don't see anything concrete, so let's just go for that endgame. 2 extra pieces, so yeah. That's completely winning. I'm just gonna play it slow, take his pawns. And then let's try and promote this one. He can't really stop it anyway, so Yeah, let's just go. Could have also just queened, doesn't really matter, but figured let's save the knight first. Yeah, now he resigns. He could have resigned a lot earlier, but I guess it's always a good idea to try and play on. You never know if your opponent blunders. But I wasn't really in time trouble or anything. He wants a rematch, but I'm gonna go for the game review. Because I think there's a thing or two to learn in this game. Yeah, 80 accuracy, so not the best, not the worst as well. So yeah, this is all theory. Like I said, I really like these lines. Engine Rise says it's +1. Like I said, this is just really good. Yeah, and I pretty much played the opening perfectly, I'd say. Okay, even queen d2 here. Guess he just can't afford to play slow like this. But I just kept on my pawns, and then here, yeah, this is just crushing. Takes, takes. This is best. This is not even best. Yeah, knight takes check. Could have maybe given that some more attention. This king actually doesn't have any squares. Wow, I didn't notice that. Now discovering this. He has to give up his queen here. So that's definitely better. But yeah, this is also completely winning. And then here, I had a mate in 3. I looked at f6 and some variations, but I felt like if he takes, takes there. But I guess in this case, this is just checkmate, yeah. So I was correct in the fact that I would lose material there, but didn't see the checkmate that followed. That's why I didn't play it, but here, yeah, this just cleans up. And yeah, that's mate in 5 here. I was looking at some knight checks. Knight a4 apparently is mate in 5. Here I just decided to go for the winning endgame. Yeah, there's nothing much he can do. And here he resigned, but it was over long before this. But yeah, let's find another chess game. Here we go, playing with the white pieces. Let's see if we can get a Jobava London. We can't, but I like going for this anyway, because it likely transposes, and in this case it doesn't. I'm not too prepared, but I know that this is the way to play here. And I do have the full center, so it's a nice thing. Should I go for this? But then getting in an advanced French kind of position. Don't really know that, so let's just continue developing. And put a bishop here maybe. Now this is maybe an idea. The question is, do I have a Greek gift here now? I don't, because his bishop is defending this. But it is dangerous at least. Yeah, let's see, what do we do? Consider moving my queen. Just delaying castling for a bit. Go to this. He can't take with the bishop because then I think this works. Yeah, he can take with the knight. Or the pawn. And that's probably alright. Let's go here just to keep those ideas in the game. And also just not deciding yet where to castle. Also looking at things like this just to put some more pressure here. If I castle long, my rook is aligned with his queen, so in some lines that might be interesting. Yeah, and I'm just realizing after this, maybe this doesn't even work. Because this is no square for his knight, so after this, maybe he can go here. And it might just work out for him. Yeah, I'd really like to play a Greek gift, but I just don't think it works. He's thinking a lot, which is nice. He's definitely out of prep. I mean, I am too, but still. Looks like quite a pleasant position. I have definitely more space. I am way ahead in development, although he has castled, so still not too big of a problem for him. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about attacks on this side of the board. Maybe you can even do it without castling. Or at least delaying it. Like, I can castle queenside now. Well, my king isn't in any danger yet. His pieces are nowhere close. So that's something to think about. Also depends on what he does, of course. But for now I like that he's spending a lot of time. He might be scared of things like this as well. Yeah. At this point I'm starting to think if he's even there. Because, yeah, see, he's already spent 3 minutes after just 8 moves in a 10-minute game, so that's quite a lot of time spent. So yeah, I definitely have a big time advantage at the very least. So at least he sees a win here or something and is calculating it. Okay. So there's that. So is he attacking that? Not really. Could castle queenside now. Could also start an attack when I have the chance. I think I'm gonna do that. It's a bit dangerous, but at the same time should be alright. Okay, so if this now. So if he takes with the bishop, I'm still looking at this. Yeah, like I said, this, and then the knight here. Takes with the knight. Could also go for this. And then line up on the diagonal with his queen. Maybe that's alright, actually. Of course, he could take with the knight. But also, does this work now? Because I have this pawn here, actually. That's actually interesting. So, let's say takes here, knight here. If takes, takes. That looks really dangerous. I'm just gonna try it. I don't know if it works, but I've been wanting to play it for so long that I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm threatening to come here with the queen if he takes. And this is check. And then my queen can come in, so this just looks really dangerous. Yeah, he's going for that, but I feel like... So this check. If he goes here... I have this. Maybe just this. I have time to play it slow, I think. So now this check. Forcing him to go here. Then this is a double check. What does he do? He should go back. Maybe I can play this first. Let's play this first. Because I think I can win the queen. Although he's attacking my queen now. Yeah, let's go for this at the very least. And then this is a check. I always have this check to follow it up. So maybe this and then this. Because it's a double check. And if king goes here, I can go here with check and then win the queen afterwards. Yeah, he just resigns. So I think in the end, the Greek F did actually work. Let's go to the game review because I'm really curious. Maybe I could have played it before and I was just too scared. Or maybe it just didn't work and I got lucky. Well, I had a brilliant move, so I think it did work. Let's go to the game review. It's always nice to play a sacrifice. Yeah, so this was wrong, but I was hoping for a transposition to the Jobava London. Although in the end I kind of like playing this game as it was. And here, yeah, engine even says h4 already. I saw that after I played the queen here, like, well, maybe that's an idea. I just did this and then h4 and it's still good. And I'm probably here. Yeah, here it already works, engine says. Just because this pawn is here, so now this is defended. Like, if I did it one move earlier, so let's say here, then it doesn't work because after takes, check, he can just take my knight. And he can take again, and I've just lost a lot of pieces. But with my pawn there, it does work, so in this position even. Because after this, he can still take my knight, but then this is check. And yeah, it's difficult. Like, if he goes here, this is probably already made, although it says made in 2 now. G6. It's giving up the bishop. Oh, G6. That's also check. Oh, of course. Still giving up the bishop, and then this is actually checkmate. Oh, that's funny. All my pieces working together. Yeah, in the game I had a lot of time, so I would have figured something like that out. I just knew by heart that this could never work for him. Like, if he goes back even, this is just a clear threat that's pretty much unstoppable. Well, it is just unstoppable. But let's go back to the game. This is what happened in the game. And it's pretty much the same idea. Just one pawn trade more. This was best. And then here. Yeah, already h5. I saw it later. But I was calculating this and I was like, well, I could go for the double check to win his queen. But my queen is also under attack. So I was calculating this. And then it's just a trade of queens. And my bishop and knight are under attack. So I was like, no, I can't do that. But of course, here in this position, if he goes here, I can still go here and then take his queen. Or probably checkmate somehow. Although I don't see how immediately. No, taking his queen is actually best. But I didn't see it here, so I played en passant, figuring I'll figure out something next move. And then here I saw it, because basically it's the same thing. It's not a pawn, but a knight attacking my queen. Then after this, he just resigns. I had a mate in 2 even here. So apparently now it's a mate in 2. Oh, of course, because my queen can go there. I don't know why. Just because in the other variation I was too focused on the knight going here. But yeah, he still resigned. Like, he can go back here and then this check and then I just win the queen. Like in the other variation. It's even made a 9 here. And taking the queen is the best move. Though it says knight h6 check is actually quicker. Okay. However, the Greek gift is the main idea of this this game, and I'm really happy I found it. So play some chess, playing with the white pieces, going for a Jobava London, which this isn't really. He's just pushing a lot of pawns, but it's basically in the same spirits. And I guess I should just develop. Don't see why not. Yeah, let's go for this. Now maybe this. Looks interesting. Because if his knight goes here, I actually have some tactics. Okay, not if the bishop's there. I'll just castle long, start attacking on this side. Yeah, so that was his plan. In the other variation I had this move. Now I don't because the bishop is defended by the queen. But I think I should start opening things up already. Because he isn't castled yet. So let's go for this. Okay, that's interesting. Just drop back. Probably shoot. Let's go for that. And if he trades here twice, I feel like that's an annoying pawn for him. Okay, he keeps attacking. Do we have some funny moves like this? It takes, but he takes my knight as well. So probably not. So let's just go for this. If he trades here, I feel like that's fine. Now this is definitely annoying for him. Let's play it. I think if he takes, I can take the rook. Yes, I know that. Maybe plant my bishop here, because then this trade would be nice. Okay, so he's attacking my knight. Probably now this, and then this comes with check. If he takes, I can take his queen, so that's not something he can do. So they are there. They have a really nice knight here. His king is in the center. I mean, this must be good for me. Question is, can I capitalize? Probably I need a rook here at some point. So let's go for that. Still don't mind about this. Probably I need to reroute my knight. He's taking here. Guess he's gonna have to take with the pawn. So else there's some discoveries. So if he does that, maybe my queen can come in, but it's not really clear. So I don't know really, maybe something like this to go for this. It's actually interesting. Now he could attack my knight. Okay, he's moving his king out of the way. This looks interesting now. Attacking the bishop. It's defended, but looks dangerous for him. Okay, this comes with a threat now, but he's probably gonna move his king all the way. Maybe this to kick out his knight. That looks alright. Something like this, maybe. Looks good. Threatening some discoveries on his knight, maybe. So this. Does that work? Probably. This doesn't because he can take with the bishop and then this knight is defended. Also this works, by the way. Maybe he has this. And this. I think this works. So he can't take with the knight now. Because I take his knight. Yeah, so he does go for that. They do have this, at the very least. Let's say this. Doesn't really do anything. Yeah, probably just check. I believe I do end up winning a piece here. Which should be good. I'm guessing this now. Must be the move. Yeah, I don't mind trading queens because I'm up a piece. So that's alright. And that's defended. Would like to play this, but that knight is defending. This looks dangerous for him as well. So let's go for that. Okay. I don't know. Let's get my bishop out of the way. So he's attacking this. So I guess just go here for now. Now he's taking that pawn. Maybe in this position I could have gone for this. That's actually something I should have considered. So now, what do I do with my knight? Guess I could go here. It's dangerous, but should be alright. Yeah, okay. So let's take with the rook now. Knight is defending, winning another knight. I don't see any threats for him, so this must be good now. And I have a lot less time, but yeah, he just resigns. 3 minutes or almost 4 minutes is enough. Let's go to the game review. I think it was an alright game, but I didn't convert it in the best way, I think. Yeah, I had 2 misses. Let's go and look at those. Yeah, his opening was just really weird. Not too bad by any means. This was one of the misses. So bishop takes, and then e4 immediately. Could have considered that. Yeah, that comes with a threat. So he must probably take. Knight takes. Knight takes, bishop takes, and I have 3 pieces developed. He only has 1. I have full central control. Yeah, that would have been nice. But here still, similar idea. This was all good. This was the best idea. And then here, this wasn't, yeah. Maybe it was just too fancy. And the engine already says that this is just best. And I'm probably bringing the knight back. First developing the rook because I'm not in a hurry. Yeah, that makes sense. This is defended right now, but it's also something I can attack some more. This is a threat now. Yeah, this was not best. Because of the way he played it, I actually ended up with a really nice knight there. This was the best idea. Okay, so it was a good find. Then here, yeah, c4. I played that later. Don't really think the move order matters all that much. And here, yeah, I think this just wins a clear piece. This is best. And then d takes is best. I thought trading queens, which the engine also agrees is really good. It's just easiest because I don't want to give him any counterplay, and without queens, that's just less counterplay. And here, yeah, I said I should have considered this. Didn't even notice it was made in 1. So definitely should have considered that. But hey, I wanted the game to go on for a little while longer, and then here he resigned anyway. Threatening this, maybe you can defend here, but yeah, if you defend like this, I'm just gonna trade rooks and look at it up 2 pieces. Have some pawns as well, and it's just game over for him, so I don't think he could have played on here. So yeah, he resigned. Quite a nice game. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.